without ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit. Wondering how all this started. You left me broken heart.
What's up, Sassy Talkers? It's me, Graysbygrace, and welcome to another episode with me, Graysbygrace. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful day because I am enjoying it. The year is about to end and all that. I'm excited. You may be wondering why you should subscribe to this channel because this is the channel where we do art, digital painting, and many more. Yay! That is so bad. Anyways, today I have decided to do a digital paint kind of journey because this is very interesting. I just didn't get into digital painting, but digital painting for me was a huge journey. So I will be exploring, I'll be doing like a tour, you know those sketchbook tours that you have? I'll be doing that one for digital painting. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. I started digital painting somewhere around grade 11. That's all I know. I don't know how long I've been doing it, to tell you the truth, honestly, because it was an on and off thing, so I don't know. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning, like how I started digital painting and all that. So I started digital painting by creating outlines, such as like these. Clearly, the ones that I started in Adobe Draw, so I think now is the best time to go back and show you like the ones that I did in Adobe Draw. So I started something like this in Adobe Draw and all that. So this was done in Adobe Draw. So these were like the very first drawings that I have done. Yeah, so like these. And then from there I found out, because my phone broke, so then I had to find a new software. So then I started to use Mandarin. So this is where you get these sketches right here. So I started doing something like this in Adobe Draw. I wanted to establish the same brush that is in Adobe Draw, where like the pressure just comes in and it looks so nice. So yeah, that's what I established from here. So yeah, it's really cool doing something like that. And then I also did something like this and all that. So my very first digital painting started something like this. So how I used to do my digital paintings was I used to take an eyedropper, so it could be right clicking and then the eyedropper will pop up, and then all I'll do is create a dot. So I'll just use a very hard brush and then create a dot, and then I'll use a smudge brush to like clear it off. So this is where I got something like this. Yeah, so I created something like this. It's on my Instagram. You can check out all my artworks on my Instagram. That's where I usually post. I also do have a portfolio which is on my Elo website, so you can also go check it out from there. It's also something like that. I also tried GIMP. I think this was done in GIMP. So I did something like this, which was more grayscale. Nothing important. Doesn't really matter. I also did this where I tried out testing out new colors. So I did try this out, this blue look. This was actually a Justin Bieber image, switching Justin Bieber up there, but it didn't work out very well, so not important at all. And then, is there more? Then I went through something like this. I was planning to create my zine. More updates to this. More updates are coming, so do not worry. You're not behind. There's also something like that. Outfits and all that. This is actually digital painting, so it's not my sketching, but yeah, I really want to end this year with just a little mini comic. I also got into comics, so you'll see me grow through that. I also started doing sketching, but this is the digital painting, so yeah, something like that. Then we have something like this. This is on everywhere. I think my Elo website, my Elo portfolio, my blog. This is on my blog. I think it's on my Instagram too. I'm not pretty sure, but it's all over. And I decided to do digital paints of my favorite people that really much inspire me. These are people This is Iman. She was in that other show. I forgot the show, but this is the show. This is Areba, and she's like, she does kind of journaling type, very inspiration. Her poetry is amazing. I feel like she released a book. I'm not sure about this. It's been a while. And then this is MK. She's a Namibian model, and she's very famous in Namibia. I feel like she's famous, so don't get me wrong there. And versus Bambi Queen. Y'all know I gotta include Bambi. Bambi is such a strong human being. She's gone through such a huge journey and all that. So yeah, I just feel like I had to include her here. And I feel like with her, she's just gone through like a lot, like even through her journey and all that. Now she's releasing music, which is so amazing. I'm so happy for her. Okay, from there, I also did some digital paintings of other people. This is Ashley. She's a Namibian artist, like really, you know, underground, pretty cute, cool, and whatever. So I did a digital painting of her. She was really nice. She came forward and she said, hey, can you just do some digital painting? I really want to see your journey through, which is amazing. I pretty much do another one of a grayscale digital painting of her, so I can't really wait. I think I did do more. Where's Ashley? Oh yeah, I feel like this is my earliest one. I also did a painting of this one for a competition whereby we had to like earn, I don't want to talk that much, whereby we had to earn like a lot of, where we had to like earn money for the school. It was sold for 400 and something. I think it was the one that was sold for the less. I'm bad into painting. Let us not ask. And then this is Amelia. She also came forward. I think like, yeah, self-explanatory. And then this is my cousin Nicole and all that. So there are like a lot of people, and then there's this one. So I was pretty much practicing. And then there was another request. I forgot who was this, but this boy requested for me to do digital painting. So I did something like this. Hence, I stopped actually doing this click drop pasting, hard brush, smudge tool thing, and started to evolve. And I just wanted to use my brush, and finally I learned how to use my brush. So I got into animation, so it's gonna be a long talk. Then I tried to practice animation. As you can see, I wanted to do something very simple. This is from my key animation, which I'm gonna show later. There was other ones. This is like the one that I did at college. It was done. It's where's it finished? I mean, I'm not so proud of this one. It was too much because it was done on freehand. With this one, I didn't like copy and all that. It was one of, I think, like excitingly something that I did out of the mind. But I learned that, you know, through the hard way, that you can actually like fix it down a bit. You can even start over, but she's been asking for it, so. And then this is where it gets better. Something like this. I think I'm proud of this. You know that. Yeah. And then we have something like this. These are like the oldest where I was struggling between. I wasn't struggling, I was just deciding if I should stick with outline, color, and all that. I was pretty much testing, trying to find my style in the digital painting. I did this one for a competition. Basically, you had to mix a Van Gogh painting with somebody that inspires you. For me, it was Ugly Worldwide. I even forgot her name. This is out of nowhere, but it's Jezabella. I think it's Jezabella. I'll link it here. I think she's a very amazing person, and she pretty much inspires my art in some way and all that. That's where I get my inspiration from. Oh, this is another comic. Not my best, but it's something to start from, right? And then I went to like making animations and all that. So I did these lips. Not important, but it's something. Is there something else I missed? Okay, I'm gonna go like this. And then there's something like this. Struggling between outlines. Oh gosh, hope I didn't freeze. And then there's something like this. And then this one, all of these you can find on my blog or portfolio and all that. But oh yeah, I did this one for the Meet the Artist. It's here on YouTube. You can check it out in my videos and all that. So I did something cool like this, you know, YouTuber, earth, pizza, nature, here, hyperactive queen, Haitian, frappuccino. I love frappuccinos. Favorite artists, Lord Day, Cesar, and Billie Eilish. Really love them. Anyways, let's go on. I think I'm not done. I just feel like I'm speaking. Mood board for which you're amazing. Something really amazing. I did this out of the mind, so we can know. This is pretty cool. I'm really proud of myself, how far I went, and all that. Okay, then from here, but these are like other, so I'll show them with the animations and all that, because there's an animation part. So this one I did in Blender, following Blender Easy Tutorial. Oh my gosh, load. You better not freeze. So I made like this cool room. Something for the beginning. I really love these highlights and all that. So let's move back. There's blogger banners here also. So I did something like this. Oh my gosh, please don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. Please, 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 please. So there's something like this. I think this is one of my favorite digital paintings so far, because I feel like I've done like a lot of work with it. I fixed it up a lot of times, and I feel like with this one I found out like what I really wanted to do and how to define my style and all that, and hopefully I can explore more through this. This is another one from my blog. It's linked down below. You can always catch it from my blog. It's an image of me, which I digital painting, which I'm very proud of. I'm not using eyedrop, paste, whatever. The problem is that I feel like with these digital paintings, the fact that I have to learn how to mix a soft brush and hard brush, because it seems like the images come out too soft and all that. Okay, next part. So now we go into my animation. My first ever animation I feel was the trippy animation, which was something like this. As you can see, this is how an animation works. Basically, you'll have images like this and it will move like this. It's very bad, but it's something, it's good for starters, right? And then my second animation would be, I'm looking around and is it under motion comics? I don't think it's public places. Public places was a bit later. I think I feel like it's the P animation, which is this one. Let me grab the characters. So something like this. The day I peed myself. Pretty good. I'm great for practicing and all that. And then illusion transparency. This is actually my favorite. Like the thumbnail is really lit. This is very lit, and basically this is where I found out like what exactly I wanted. I wanted to turn the clothes obviously to have a certain color, and then the skin to be grayscale and all that. So my inspiration, if I were to show you my mood board, oh my gosh, my mood board, I'll probably explain that later on, where I find like what I do and all that, but it's something interesting. And then racist experience, which is like something like this. This one is a bit harsh, you know. I was actually, you know, at the beginning I had to learn how to color a face, so I was busy click drop, but this one I didn't do that. Click drop, what is that? Just eye dropping, and then like, you know how you eye drop from a picture and then you start coloring? That's what I was doing here. Okay, and then from there, what is in the practice folder? Oh yeah, that's the other one. And then my welcome to channel was actually my first ever animation so far. I feel like that one was my first, and then followed by the others in the same order. And then I obviously explored fashion illustration, all that. And let me see if I can go to my thumbnails. And I feel like my favorite thumbnails for the fashion illustration so far was these ones. And I feel like that's like what I can show you guys right now. I feel like this one was my favorite one. It was my idea. It came from my head. But this one I copied it from a certain illustration. But it was something interesting to paste copy and all that. Paste copy. But this one was like from my idea. This dress was actually my idea and all that. Everything was actually my idea, but this one was a bit like copy and paste. I'm not really going to take credit. It's not my work and all that, but it's not copied from any like artist and all that. It's just the fur and all that, but it's nothing important. So good for me. I feel like this one I explored also. This is something I really love. I was pretty much exploring here where I just tried to test out the brush and use it to color. You can check this out. It's called I feel like the 24 different faces or something. It's a type of challenge. There's another one that I wanted because there's another one that I explored, but it's not here. Let me see if I can find it from here. These were in order, sister. Oh, what did I do? Anyways, I don't think it's here. This one was a bit difficult to post though. I never actually did. This is my mood board for October with my favorite poem. It was 30th of September. That's when I actually posted it. This was a bit difficult to post with Tumblr's new like rules and all that, trying to ban sex workers and all that. It makes it very difficult for some artists that do nude to post nude. Basically, it's so difficult. Like they don't want it. And so this one was a bit difficult to post on YouTube, the process and all that. It was very difficult because she was naked. That's all I have to say. She was naked. And then there's this one. This one is not my final, but this is a character design and I'm working on it. Plus also this one also, I forgot to mention that this is also a character design, which I'm also working on. So coming soon. Don't worry, I won't abandon it. I don't think I've ever abandoned a project that I've worked on. I think it's the Little Ash. This is actually the first like abandoned project that I have worked on, but it's something. Is this the ugly challenge? Oh my gosh, not really proud of this one, but wait, there's so many challenges here. Oh yeah, there's this one. I was looking for it. So this one, which is called the Realism to Cartoon Challenge. This one this is where I was actually in the step to find like the art style. I really liked this and I wanted to mix it with the outlines that I produced this and use basic shapes. So basically I wanted to do everything together. It would be nice to make a fourth one here and figure out how that goes. I feel like when I did like this other digital painting, which is basically, which one is it? This one, which is a character design. This is Cornelia. I always mix up they were supposed to be witches. So she's Cornelia. Let me check what type of witch she is. Let me see. I have my journal here. So I'm just gonna check. Hold up. You guys can wait. Come on. I did this around September. No, this is not Cornelia. This is Xena. So Xena is like, she's very, she's double-faced, narcissistic, but very beautiful. So I've made her like all of that. And then Cornelia, which is this witch right here, she's very this is more like an illustration than it is a character. She's very seductive. She will have like a lot of flowers on her to represent like youthfulness, purity. I don't know if I want to put poisonous flowers to show that she's very kind of a person you cannot touch and all that. I don't know if I want to do that, but like I do want to put, because I did make the original one was supposed to be, she's supposed to have flowers, but now it seems like she's another. Wait, let me see if I have like the original one. I think it's a thumbnail. Yeah, the original one I put like diamonds. I feel this one I'm very proud of. Like, look at that. The horse, this actually took a while to understand, but I have to mix a very nice hard brush with a soft brush so that the image comes out better, or else I will struggle and would have images like this. But I really love this one. But for her, she's gonna have yellow flowers. That's what I agreed on with my line. Hopefully I stick to what I agreed on. She might change because the process is to always change the character till you think of a nice character. Yeah, it's like that. And talking about was it Xena? She has actually made me think about my art style and all that. And I decided that I want to paint in grayscale and basically have the jewelries, the eyes, some clothes very bright, you know. And I feel like that is very great because I am really fond of glitter, and I feel like that would represent me quite better. And I don't really much like to color in my sketches and all that, but yeah, it's something very interesting. Even when you look in my sketchbook, you'll find that they're not coloring. Like, there was a time my aunt looked at my heel sketches and she was like, these things are not colored, you should color in so that they have colors. But I'm not a fan of coloring in, so I knew like fashion illustration would have been nice, but it was something that I wasn't like into that much. But like, if you were to look on my mind map, one of my favorite films is Sim City, and I'm pretty much inspired by the film noir kind of style, the simple, the minimalistic style of it. So I pretty much want to establish something similar to it. I feel like it's very important for you to find an artist in order to get inspiration, because it will define like what you want to establish in your art. Very basic and simple. Oh, that's a great judgment. I pretty much wanted to end this year. Oh yeah, this is the timeline. Oh. So I did Ashley's like sketches. Ashley's. This is the journey and all that. I don't know if I ever posted this. I think this would be my thumbnail. I feel like this will be my thumbnail. So I started off first with pencil sketches, and then I went from a makeup kind of style. Then I went deeper, and then I decided to paint. First time painting, which sucks so much, as you can see. And then I went to more of a digital painting and another digital painting. What's next? Basically, what's next? The grayscale, obviously. So I'm excited to showcase this and all that. I feel like this year was amazing. It's 2018 and all that. 2019 is coming, and I feel like I wanted to put up a YouTube video for you guys if you're watching it, just to end of the year, like a more of like a, can we call it like a YouTube rewind sketchbook, digital paint tour and all that, something unique and all that. I was supposed to answer what is my favorite digital painting for the whole time. I feel like my favorite one would be this one, because it is the last decision that it is like the last decision. I don't know if that's making sense. Let it make sense in your head, you know? It was a decision for me to make, whereby I wanted something to be highlighted and popping out like this digital paint. It was also a period of time that I decided that I should use more hard brushes to define my sketches and all that, so that the colors pop out so they don't become blurry. The one thing that I did struggle, let me show you one. Oh gosh, is this YouTube challenge? Okay, the one thing that I did struggle with, I'm looking for it and it's not here for some reason. What is this? Is this like a... Oh, I enjoyed this actually. This one was pretty good. This was supposed to be like kind of an animation, so this was pretty good. This is a Balmain kind of drawing. If you do not recognize it, honey, this is a Balmain sketch. You see the thing that why it's so blurry like that? That's because I'm using a very soft brush. I use a soft brush to blend and all that, and I feel like I should start fixing that, because we have to improve. Next year we have to really improve with this blurriness, because Graysbygrace retired, especially with these sketches. Like, this is really good when it looks far away, but if you come in, it's just pixelated and all that stuff. It's really ugly. I don't really like it. Like, I want like a person to zoom in and then like, wow, the details, but here you can't just see the details. Also, like, I also saw this other artist talking about like just going into grayscale, just going into color, because you can see the details in your brushes and all that. And then you get me, like, where are the brushes? No, it was actually this certain digital paint that inspired me to actually make these highlighted pop out and all that. So yeah. I feel like if This video should not be long. It's 24 minutes. I am so sorry, but like, yeah, that's what's good. Let's end it off. No, that's not. So, it's almost 2019. Yeah, I know. No, it's 2019. It's 2019, man. It's almost 2019. And I feel like I should end off this year with a little journal kind of tour and all that. And yeah, I just feel like it's gonna end. I'm not gonna be on YouTube for a while, so this is how I want to end the bang. If you've not been watching these videos, you should have been watching. I don't want to explain why I'm not gonna be on YouTube, but it's gonna be like that. I feel next year there's gonna be a lot more amazing videos, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed this channel. I hope it was useful to some people. For me, I watch these videos because they help me look back, and they help me find, because I do forget, you know, I do forget how I did some strokes, how I did some steps. So I look back at these videos. So I post these videos to just help people out and all that. So maybe if you're like, you know, not struggling, like just trying to find a way for you to understand, you know, digital painting and all that. I just figured like these speed paints, these digital speed paints help. I don't know what I'm saying. Now I just have to end the video. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. I hope to see you next year. Oh,